They're selling them individually. These are absolutely great. As a matter of fact, here is a card, and I'm glad they had this card on the front, because, Barry knows I like this first player, Jim Abbott.
Sure do.
There was a question that was brought up on a baseball trivia show the other day. And, Barry, you'll get a kick out of this question. If Jim Abbott had a pitch in the National League, or he got traded to the National League, would he be able to make it because he wouldn't be able to bat? Well, in fact, they mentioned that Jim Abbott had won a couple of games with a couple of extra base hits. And let me show you one of the first cards in the collection right here. This is Jim Abbott at bat, here.
Which is very interesting. It's really a novel card. I mean, Upper Deck really went out of their way to go and try to get him with a bat in his hand. And, there are a lot of people in the stands which signifies, folks, that this is not...
This is an authentic card. This is at a game.
This is at a game. This happened at a game.
Obviously during spring training because you wouldn't be batting during the regular season with the DH. But the reason they also have him do that is if they go into the World Series and in a year that's played in National League Park and they have the National League games in the odd year they play without the DH.
Right. And
so the pitcher has to bat.
Also realize that Upper Deck makes the most limited quantity run out of any of the 5 major manufacturers of baseball cards.
Right. Now remember, this collection is not 100 cards as the year before. It's 150 cards in this collection. 150 cards in the collection. Rafael Palmeiro. Take a look at this one. Here's a newspaper ad, 91 Upper Deck. Upper Deck continues excellence with 91 baseball issue. Now the Upper Deck 2 is the second edition.
You're right.
Is the newer edition of the Upper Deck. If we don't have a price, though, people are dialing it already on this one. If we did this at $100, at $100, this would be. Can we hold those cards? Hold the cards. Just go back. If you paid $1 a card, you'd be looking at 150 cards, $150.
$150
on this collection. And to get this, and you get the album with it as well. And the Rookie Investment Guide. Now, remember, you get the album's about a $10 value. The Rookie Investment Guide is about a $10 value. So that's about $20 worth of goodies right there. And at $100, this is a great deal.
But you're going to do better than that, aren't you?
$99.
No, come on. You're going to do better than that. Look how good I did for you over here.
You did?
I did that. Isn't that great?
You did. I did. We're going to go ahead and go lower on this.
Yes, we are.
We're going to take it down under $80 today on the Upper Deck cards. We'll go ahead and get the counter going here for you right now. And I tell you, this is going to be an exciting show, folks. First time and only time you will ever see the 500 Home Run Club jersey. One and only time. The Nolan Ryan no-hitter plaque, which I knew was coming, which is in such a small quantity.
Did you see it?
I haven't seen it. This is the first time I have seen it.
Did you see it?
Let me see it. Here it is right
Take
here.
a look at this.
Here is the
plaque.
seventh. Oh, that's a great looking plaque.
Did you ever see a plaque that looked like this with a baseball card on it?
No, it's got a baseball card on it. What a plaque.
That's a great plaque.
That's a great plaque. That is an unbelievable plaque. It's got the baseball card on it. It's got the picture of Nolan being congratulated by his catcher, the 7th no-hitter. This is the most limited edition.
It's even signed in a great spot.
That's right. It is. No ifs, ands, or buts.
We have things coming up.
No ifs, ands, or buts. You missed that. Okay, yeah. Also, I can say that on cable. Okay. And also, this is the most limited quantity we've ever done in a Nolan Ryan plaque. So for those of you that want to go ahead and get in on it, you will be dialing in quickly to pick it up. We're going under $70. Under $60 on this collection.
Oh, and by the way,
yeah,
we have a special surprise coming up. We should just tell everybody that they should just dial on this now.
Okay.
Before we get to the surprise, because at that point the phone lines are going to be so jammed they won't be able to get through.
Right. There is a special surprise coming up, and we are going to go ahead and let everybody get in on an incredible deal. Not even $50 on the 91 Upper Decks. 150 cards with a special hologram that cannot be duplicated. We'll show you the hologram. Can we go ahead and turn around Rafael Palmeiro? We'll go ahead and turn Rafael around. And we will show you the back of the Upper Deck card. Upper Deck cards come with a special hologram. This prevents counterfeiting. You see that right there. The hologram changes each and every year. It also has the insignias of Major League Baseball and the Major League Baseball Players Association. It also has a picture on the back. Quality-wise, there is no card around like it. And all superstars, they got Rafael Palmeiro, one of the hottest hitters in Major League Baseball this year, He could be a candidate for MVP this year if if the Rangers wins the pennant.
Absolutely could be.
So $50 is a great buy. We're going lower. Not even $45.
Yeah, I knew that you were going to smash this down tonight.
Oh, yeah.
150 cards, the album and the investment guide. Now, the album and the investment guide, like, once again, you're up to $20 just on those two items.
That's right.
Before you even get to the cards.
$45, an unbelievable buy on Upper Decks.
Folks, here come the phone calls.
We're going lower.
I'm warning you.
Not even $40. Now, these are the new 91. Get a couple of sets. If you just want to look at, want to put away and keep. Nobody does baseball like Upper Deck. Your rock bottom, last and lowest price on this one, if you can dial in right now before these disappear, and I expect we're going to sell it every single one. Rock bottom on this one, $39.75. $39.75 on the 91 Upper Decks. That includes the album. That includes the rookie investment guide. That's 150 hologram cards. Everything included. Let's take a couple of calls here real quick, Barry.
Okay.
Hi, you're on the air with Mel and Barry. Who's this?
This is Bruce Kaufman from Seymour, Indiana.
Ruth, how you doing?
Just fine.
Great, Ruth. Now, Ruth, tell me, why was it you got in on the Upper Decks today?
I have two sons that collect cards, and my one son came in and said, I would love to have that set, so he's getting it.
That's great. I'm telling you, these are, anybody that collects cards loves Upper Decks.
Mm-hmm. They have plenty of them.
Oh, they love them, right?
Yes. They have quite a few of them.
Oh, it's an amazing, and Upper Deck is as good as it gets. Absolutely as good as it gets. And these are going to disappear in a matter of minutes. Can we hold the cards? Go way back to the beginning. We'll hold the cards. We're going to go through all of them real quick. Well, thanks so much for calling in, okay?
Okay, could you give us, I was going to say have you give it to Leroy and Sean.
You got it.
Okay, thank
One
you.
for each. Okay, bye. What
Bye.
a strange horn that is. I got to bring the other one up the other network.
Have to go steal the other one.
All right, here, let's go through some of the cards
We're
right
gonna
now.
go through some of the cards.
Jim Abbott.
For people who think they're getting
Batting.
Batting. Rafael Palmeiro.
From the Texas Rangers.
Oral Hershiser.
Okay, who's not an oral surgeon, but he is a pitcher with the Dodgers.
And having a really good comeback
year, right.
Fred McGriff. The
excellent hitter.
The hound dog. I mean,
right. the crime dog, right? Yeah.
The crime dog. Marquise Grissom. Ryan Sandberg was probably the best second baseman. I could step out of the list.
Best power hitting second baseman.
Best power hitting second
Tony
baseman.
Gwynn, one of the best hitters in the major leagues today.
Yes, absolutely. Glenn Davis on the portrait card. Barry Bonds also.
Can we turn that Barry Bonds card around for a second, please?
We turn this one around?
All right, now you will notice that the cards that are included on the Upper Deck, when they have the portrait cards, these are cards that are actually team rosters. Now, any of you that are collectors that go back for a number of years, if you listen to any of the collectors' shows around the country, they will tell you that years ago, the Topps roster cards, which were not actually even baseball cards, they were just the rosters that came along with the cards. Those are selling for now, what, in excess of $100 each?
Yeah,
Barry?
a lot of them have really gone up.
So these are very, very unique and unusual. The roster cards with the picture on the back, complete roster of the team. So that's another great buy. We'll go on and go through some of the other ones right now.
We're going to take a look at a few more. The Bashing Years was a very interesting title, only because it just doesn't have McGuire's name there.
Right.
That's what makes this card so different. Of course, that's Mark McGuire. You have cards of Mark Grace, Brett Saberhagen, Ozzie Smith, who, in my opinion, is probably the greatest shortstop to ever play the game.
He is.
I know that's really going out there, but the brown breaking card from the beginning of Comiskey Park. Kirby Puckett's card, Howard Johnson, who, this guy just doesn't get the recognition that he deserves.
No, he's just, for some reason, he's never picked up the recognition in New York, and equally as good a power hitter as Strawberry was, and is always in the top in home runs in the National League.
Paul Abbott, Ruben Sierra, who is another guy who, he really is just a tremendous player. Carlton Fisk. Lenny.
There's an interesting card.
Can we go back one?
Is this going to be Carlton Fisk's last Major League Baseball card?
Well, it's
we don't know.
But then again, Pudge could probably play another 20 or 30 years.
He might. He and Nolan might be the oldest battery in history. They'll be 100 years old.
100 years old out there firing away. Lenny.
By the way, over 500 people are on the line. Use 2D to get in on these. They are going to disappear in the next couple of minutes. Who else we have now? We covered Lenny Dykstra.
Lenny Dykstra. Okay. And, those are just some of the cards that you get.
That you
in
get.
this wonderful
Now
collection.
take a look at this right here. Here's another still store that Gary has for you. Now this is what Upper Deck does when they finish with a year. They destroy